Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess who's back? It's been a hot minute. I've been so lazy. I've actually been feeling super uninspired recently just to do makeup in front of the camera or in general, so I have been definitely kind of lacking that motivation, so to be back and fully be has definitely been a struggle. Really recently though, I've literally been like inspired to the max. I've just been back a trip to Los Angeles to Newport Beach with Urban Decay, and I was like, oh, crazy inspired, like Kim K Ugly Cry inspired level. So I'm back and ready to slay the rest of the year, so watch this space because I've got a lot more videos coming soon. Obviously just right off the back of what was the trip of a lifetime, I wanted to come on here and do a little video using the amazing new Naked Cherry palette from Urban Decay. So guys, so you've got a really good mixture of colours. You've got some more kind of soft everyday cherry tones, you've got a little bit more deeper smoky. This, I don't know if you know, but it's the newest addition to the Naked family. As you all will definitely know if you follow me on any sort of social media, Naked Heat is my all-time go-to ride or die holy grail eye palette. I use it more often than not. So now I've got its little new sister, Naked Cherry, with its super cute little gradient cherry packaging and the super cute kind of ombre of light to dark in colours. I was really excited to get my hands on this palette. I think that it's a really cool palette and I was really looking forward to playing with it. So I did a kind of spotlight cut crease full glam Allan halo eye. Just wanted to really kind of come back with a bang. Also got to try out the new Cherry palette for cheeks, which is your highlighter and blushers. 2 highlighters, 1 blusher. They are banging, they're so intense. I think they look really cool. And of course, this is like a kind of bittersweet moment because Urban Decay have brought out a all-nighter setting spray which is scented with cherry. So this is going to be dangerous because already I can tell you this setting spray is like so delicious. So the fact that it's small size and not forever is like hurting me. So if you haven't hit subscribe, please do. I promise that I'm going to be filming a lot more because like I said, I'm like ready to take over the world. It is currently like 10:30 at night and I've sat and filmed a full beat to take off because I'm trying to stay awake and not succumb to jet lag. So if you like this look and you want to see how I created the look using the Naked Cherry collection, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've done my face off camera because my complexion routine really doesn't change very much. I have been trying out a couple of new bits and bobs that I'm probably going to put in a future video, so there will be some more up-to-date complexion coming soon, but for now it's my usual Urban Decay all-nighter foundation, etc, etc. The video that I did for my kind of waterproof, sweatproof makeup is still pretty much what I'm doing, so I'll link that down below. So I'm going to just start in the eyes. We're going to use my Old Faithful Urban Decay Eden Eye Primer. So I'm just pressing that all over the lid. I've already got concealer underneath, so I don't want to use too much. I'm just using a little bit. I'm just going to pat it out with my fingers, make sure it's really even and no bumps. And I like to just take like a large blending brush and go over the edges with this, just to make sure that it is super blended into the skin. So I actually don't know what look I want to go for with this palette today. There's so many nice options to go for. You've got some really nice kind of burgundy tones, you've got a little bit more lighter. I feel like I want to do something that isn't too soft, but nothing that's too OTT anyways. So I'm just starting off with the colour Devilish and I'm just really stamping that down onto the crease. You all know I like to go in with my darker colour first and then blend away. And I just find that doing this kind of backwards blending technique is something that really works for me, just because my eyes are a little bit more hooded. I feel like this will give me the kind of depth where I need it to be. Not too high that it's going to look over the top, but not too low that when I open my eyes you won't see this colour. I like to be able to still see that dark colour when my eyes are open, and that will let me know that it is kind of placed correctly for my eye shape. And as you can see, that colour went on really pigmented. It was really nice and it just went down really opaque really quickly, and I think one of the main reasons also for that is because I haven't been setting my eye base with a powder or anything first the way I used to. I'd be going straight in with that dark colour right onto a kind of tacky, almost wet but not quite eye base, and that way when I'm blending out it's just really gripping onto the colour and the edges blend out really nicely too. And then I'm just blending Devilish out with a little bit of Bing. Now I did not know why this was called Bing until I found out Bing Cherry. So I'm just going to buff out the edges with that. I'm keeping my brush like half on the darker colour and half onto that fresh bit of lid space, and I'm just using that to really buff out the shadow and get a really nice blend going. I'm not too worried about how it looks on the lid because I'm probably going to cut that crease or whatever and make it a little bit more popping, so as long as we get the blend going really nicely in the crease, the rest can be fixed later on. Okay, so next I'm flipping over to a teeny tiny little crease brush. This is a Morphe M506. If you've got hooded eyes like me, this is the dream for getting that crease super defined and smoky. And I'm just starting by pressing the colour Privacy onto the inner and outer kind of corners of my lid. And just really stamping that colour down. It's a really beautiful like blackened plummy brown. And just stamp that down for maximum impact. Doesn't matter if you're going to stampy right now because you are, like I always do, blend it away. And then just kind of buffer that into the crease. Okay, so we're just stamping that colour Privacy onto the crease, almost repeating those backward blend steps from earlier on. The reason why is because you'll get that dark crease, and then when you buff out the edges it's going to look super smoky, and then when you cut that crease it's going to look popping. It's been a while, right? I'm going to do the thing that I love to do the most, which is of course carve out that crease. I think for today's look I want to do a spotlight, and there's no rhyme or reason to why, I just want to do a spotlight. So okay, so to cut the crease I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. This is my favourite concealer or product to cut the crease with because I like the texture of it. It's not too slidey and runny that it kind of moves around. It's not too thick either that it's going to crumble, and it's nice and kind of matte, so it just glides on really nicely and you can get that shape. This bit I always do one eye at a time, so I would never like cut this crease and then apply shadow, just because it can get a little bit messy. I like to do one full eye from start to finish. So when you're doing this at home, don't try and cut, add, blend. Do one full eye from start to finish and you've got a much better finish, because the products are going to have that same kind of lay down, set down time, and you'll get a much more kind of even result. So I'm just taking a bit of my Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer on a little flat concealer brush. This one is a Morphe M224. Look up at the ceiling and roll your eyes around a little bit. That will help you find the perfect spot. And it's going to look kind of mental because it's a curve, but it won't be when you're done. And then I'm taking a little tiny detail shader brush from Zoeva into the colour Bang Bang. And I'm going in with that straight away just to set the crease area that you've cut. I don't want that, give that any time to transfer. And just kind of take that over the full crease area. Don't worry about the rest just now, we can get to that later on. So just using that same flat concealer brush but using the other side that's not got liquid on it, I'm going to load that up with Bang Bang and just take that all over the area that I have applied concealer and really use that to set with. So now with that small brush I'm going back in with the colour Bing, and I'm just running that between where the concealer ends and the darker colour begins, and just using that to kind of give yourself a really nice gradient effect. As you all know, running a matte shadow over a shimmer is like one of my favourite things. I just think it looks so nice. And little brushes like this are just great because you can get right in there and really work that colour. And you'll see how nice that looks. It just gives that a really nice finish, and the spotlight looks super cute. So you'll see how taking that matte shadow right in between the shimmer and the darkest shade just gives it a really nice transition, so it just helps everything look super blended and there's no harsh lines. You all know I hate a harsh line, so be gone. So what I'm going to do now is finish the other eye off camera, and then I'll meet you back here. Top eyes are done. I'm going to just start smoking out the lower lash lines, so I'll find a little pencil blender brush. I've been so messy, everything's just been like flung right here, no idea where anything is. Right, so a little pencil brush, and we're going to just kind of replicate what we did on top. So the darker colour going into the light, so do Privacy, Devilish, and then Bing, and we'll use them and probably smoke out with a little bit of Juicy. Nothing revolutionary here, what goes up must come down, and you know that I love a smoky lower lash. I always feel like when I'm doing like makeup videos, when it gets to the lower lash line I'm always just like, oh. But I really feel like it makes such a difference to the eye look, so I like to always leave it in rather than just go, and he'd have smoked it out. So you could totally just leave this look here. We've got a really strong spotlight going on, a nice smoky lower lash line. And part of me feels like I should, but I really want to add a little bit of Dramatico. So I'm going to use what's left of my tiny little Urban Decay Perversion eye pencil. I'm going to just take that in the lower lashes and then just kind of smoke it out. You've all seen me do this like a million times, so I'll just meet you back here when it's done. Okay, so while I was off camera smoking out my lower lash line, which I'm really glad I did, I think adding that black and really smoking it out has made it super extra glam. Yeah, I think that adding the kind of black underneath and smoking it out was the right choice. It looks super glam. But, and I popped on some lashes too. Do not ask me what ones they are, because nowadays when I open up your lashes, just go into this cute little lash case that I got from Primark, so I never really know what lashes I've used, sorry. But now that the eyes are kind of done, I need to highlight my inner eye and brow bone, and for that we have the little cute, super cute Naked Cherry Highlight Cheek and Blush palette, which you know is going to be all over my face any minute. But I'm going to take this kind of really light colour here, which is like kind of iridescent peachy transformer shade, and I'm going to just stick that like so, just to really like brighten up that inner eye. And make it super popping. The formula of that colour really reminds me of the Kristen Leanne cheek palette that I loved so much. So yeah, really good. No, the cheek palette, the eye palette, one of the Kristen Leanne palettes anyway, the colours in that nice transformer. Of course it wouldn't be me without making the inner eye super extra, so I'll do a little bit more with her fingers. And I love, 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 love. So now I'm going to go in with highlight and blush in this little Naked Cherry cheek palette, which, like, I love this. Like, obviously blusher isn't my favourite thing, but I like blushers that kind of match into the eyes and stuff, so that's going to be really cool. But the highlighters are what I'm here for, so I'm going to just swatch them for you so you guys can see. Yeah, it's not even focusing because the highlights are so blinding. But you know how I like to highlight is I like to make sure that my face is wet first. So you guys know that when I highlight, I like to make sure that my face is wet first, so I'll usually mist my face with my setting spray. And of course, how could I not be misting my face with the beautiful All Nighter Cherry Setting Spray, which smells like cherries. I have been wanting Urban Decay to come out with scented setting sprays for the longest time, and this has answered my prayers. So I'm going to just not set everywhere right now because I'm going to set at the end, but I'm going to give it a little shake and just mist the sides of my cheeks. This smells so good. The fact that it comes in a travel size and it's a super limited edition is like devastating, because oh, it just smells so nice. It just smells really soft. It doesn't smell like a really heavy like cough syrupy smell or anything. It just smells like almost like strawberry yogurt. I don't know, it smells delicious. I could eat it, I could eat my face. So I'm going to start off by using the darker of the two highlights, and by darker, I don't know why I'm saying dark because it's not dark. It's like a rose gold. And I'm just going to layer it up, and as you can see, that is some serious, serious highlight. And I'm just going to take that all the way around. Oh wow, this looks amazing. So yeah, we're here for the highlight. I'm going to just go over the edges a little bit with the blush, just a little touch, just to kind of make sure that it's blended into my bronzer nicely, and just because I've got a cheek blusher to use, so why not use it? And it's not too pink, which I like. It's very muted, and it's not like really matte. It's got a nice kind of sheen to it. And then I'm going to dip into this little kind of transition highlight colour, which is like a kind of transformer top coat, and we're just going to... Okay, that looks so good. Take my little tiny brush again, just because I like to make sure that my nose looks snatched at all times, because it's a big bulb and I hate it. And then the look is almost finished, so we just need to go in with a lip. So I'm just going to set my makeup in place now using some more of that cherry setting spray, and I think this is going to have to be one of those things that I just keep for special occasions because it honestly smells so nice and I can see me going through it so quickly. So Urban, if you're watching, first of all, hi. Second of all, can we please make this a permanent thing in big size, because your boy is obsessed. So we're going to pick up a good shake and we're going to just mist our face. delicious. That actually is so nice. I'm obsessed. Like, oh, the smell. Like, it's one of those smells that you can almost taste and feel in your mouth because it's got a nice kind of scent to it. So they did a good job with that one. Please, 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 please make it permanent and huge size. I'm talking not even like normal size. I'm talking like huge size. Thank you. Thank you. Now for a lip. So there are lipsticks that come with the Cherry collection, but I don't have them. The nude one, which is called Decay, is like a kind of pearlescent nude, and this would look perfect with that look. So I don't have it, but I'm just going to try and kind of do my own little nude thing. So I'm going to just take the Allan Special, you've seen it before, Liar Lip Pencil, Stark Naked Lipstick, pop them on, and then we're going to pop a little bit of gloss on top just to kind of amp it up. And then I'm just going to amp it up with one of these two glosses. So I've got two of the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shines. I've got Fireball and I've got SPL. SPL is like a really pearlescent pale nude, and then Fireball's a little bit deeper. I think because the eyes are so dark, and I think they can both work. I'll try layering them up. Oh, see, Fireball is really nice. It's one that I don't reach for enough just because I like to look like a 90s porn star with my lipsticks, but it's got a really nice finish to it, especially over a nude, and you know that I'm obviously obsessed with the taste of these lips too, so they're a winner. And then I think I want it to be a little bit more juicy looking, so we'll go in with SPL, and that is your kind of iconic, very like if Regina George was a lipstick, this would be what she is. And just lay that on top, just to give it a little bit of oomph. And you guys know these glosses taste chamois balls, right? So yeah, so there we have it guys, that is the finished look. Thank you so much for chilling with me, chatting with me as we play with some Naked Cherry fun. I'm sure you guys will agree this palette is a straight up winner. I think that it's going to be a regular go-to for me. Obviously the Spotlight eye is my favourite thing, so Cherry Spotlight, but I'm definitely going to do another couple of looks with this on my Instagram as well, so if you're not following me then it'll be here, so give me a little follow on Insta and all my other kind of social medias as well. And I have my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Twitter, and we can keep up with the goings on of Allan, who is the worst YouTuber ever and films like once every 2 months. But I do post a lot more on my other social medias, so check me out there. If you haven't hit subscribe, please, please, please do it before you go. Give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Cherry palette, what you think of the eye look, and what looks you want to see from me next going forward. It's coming up to party season. I think it's time to get our full glam back on again. So any colours, any looks, any palettes you want to see me try for Christmas, let me know. I will try my best. And apart from that, thank you again so much for watching. I really hope you liked it. As you can tell, I love this eye look. I love the Cherry palette. I am shook, and this look is poppin'! And speaking of poppin', the cheek is popping to the max, so we like that one. And yeah, again, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe and let me know what you want to see next. It was so nice to chill with you guys tonight, and I will see you next time. Bye! Not lost it. Still got it.